What's going on?
Hey, hey, hey.
Howdy. What's up, fellas?
It's another glorious day in the shit show.
The hell?
Where the hell is everybody?
I don't know. Somebody's chair squeaking in the background.
What the heck? Squeaky floors.
You know what makes squeaky floors, right? I can't say it.
Lager, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, it rhymes.
Oh, yeah. Here comes everybody.
What's going on, ladies? Right.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of waiting on that guy to come back on here to have one viewer.
Oh, fuck. You talking about Mana Speaks? Is that the dude we're talking? Is that his name? Mana something Speaks.
Yeah, Jesus, man. I went over this live. I was like, man, this guy might be legit. Yeah, I'm like, damn, this guy, he's pretty damn ballsy. Shit, let me check this channel out. There was 2 viewers. It was me and Jay.
Yep.
Did you drop facts or just watch?
I clicked on it, talked to Jay a little bit in the chat, and left.
That's pretty harsh. Hey, how you doing?
I think I made the comment that, hey, me and you are the only viewers on here. Big crowd. And I left.
Yep. It's easy to talk shit. Well, where do we want to start with? Do we want to start with Trump, or do we want to start with the whole thing with the Senate hearing room? Or do we want to,
Well, let's talk about the Senate room for a little while. So, and we may have covered some of it. And, this is all news-based, coming from news channels. So, supposedly, Israel, right? Israel has a lot of secured evidence on a lot of political people.
That makes sense.
Or affiliates with the government. And they decided to leak that video of what was his position? What was he, an assistant? I don't even know.
Doggy style, I think.
No, you did not. Really?
That's what he said.
What the fuck? Just damn.
Yeah, he was an assistant.
Oh my fucking God, man.
Damn.
Well, he answered the question.
Well, he's the same dude that said if you're offended by this, then you're a homophobe, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I'll just slap a taste out of his mouth.
Leave it alone,
Oh,
Sax, man.
Wait. Just disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not inciting violence in any way, size, shape, or form towards anybody we are discussing. Live it, learn it, know it. Okay. I think we all are, Palmetto. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember
You're
one
right.
time, and I know it's kind of off the beaten path, but one of my kids, we were going to drop somebody off at the airport. And we get out of the car and we're unloading whoever it is. I don't remember if it's my stepdaughter or somebody else, but Fred and Frank were beside us in their little Miata. And old Fred and Frank, I'm going to miss you so much. I'm going to miss you too. And out came the lips and tongue, and I got my kids standing there with me. I'm going, fuck. So, yeah, that made for a great experience in Atlanta Airport that time.
Oh,
I mean, you got a little kid with you, and then that breaks loose next to you. And it's like,
Right.
what? Really?
But what kills me is what Vanguard's talking about there is okay. So they've known that it's not a one-time thing, and it's been happening. Right. And what we were privy to was over, it was just released in the past few weeks. But it's over a year old. This stuff has been going on, and apparently it's, in Congress, in the Senate and stuff like that, they've known about this going on, and not one Republican, not one independent. I'd never expected a Democrat to say anything about it, because they were the ones getting it on with the pages back in the 80s, weren't they? Yeah. But that's what kind of irks me is nobody said anything about it. It had to be leaked.
Well, now it's a Democratic senator or whoever that this is charged with, right?
Right.
Or serves under.
Ba-dum-bum.
And I remember seeing when this first broke. Remember how he was at? I'm just, he's talking about how bad it was, shouldn't have happened, this, that, and other. Dude, you're trying to paint a face. Come to find out, your motherfucking ass has known about it for a year.
Right.
So don't sit here and act like you're all upset and just disgusted by it. You've been burying that fucking shit all this time. The only reason you're trying to get in front of it now is because it's out. I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, don't wait till the shit hits the fan.
Right.
Yeah, let's let the shit snowball good and smell like dog shit, and then we'll try to stop it.
Oh.
I mean, you can't think of. There's not another fucking country I'm aware of on the planet that would have some shit like that going on to begin with.
The French. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, if the fucking Brits found out about it, you're about to get fucked up in a car wreck. If the Russians found out about it, you're getting fucked up in a car wreck, and there's going to be a gas leak in all your family's houses.
Right.
And if you're Chinese, you're just not. Your whole fucking bloodline's erased.
And they'll make you pay for the bullet.
That's what I'm saying. They'll freeze all your shit. You won't be able to get enough damn fucking yen or whatever the hell it is they use to get you a fucking taquito.
I love taquitos.
You did what with your egg wall?
So, but I mean,
what? Jeez.
Palmetto, you make a valid point there. Now, check this out. There's how many cultures on the planet tolerate this kind of fucked up behavior?
Us and the Canadians.
Well, the Canadians, they're wannabe Americans. So think about the Middle East. They don't fucking put up with it in any way, such shape, or form. What? You were Pole what? Next thing you know, you're Al Akbar and a fucking scimitar catching your ass coming out the door.
I don't know. Ukraine might be in there. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say some of the Middle Eastern countries, if you're a 12-year-old boy, then
I understand that, but I'm saying they're not going to tolerate it.
But they wouldn't tolerate it being out there.
Yeah.
With the
they're all about closets now. They love closets.
I don't know. I mean, because the president of Ukraine got famous by playing a piano with his dick.
This is true.
Well, he ain't working shit as a politician, so he had to figure something out.
Just saying. Well, there's that.
Did you see that video? Well, I saw this on, I think it's on Facebook, but supposedly two Ukrainian and Russians shot each other down.
Oh yeah.
So I guess one of them's on the ground and the other one's floating down, and they're hollering at each other. What's your name? They were talking in Russian, and there was a guy that just dying laughing, and he was translating roughly what they were saying. The one guy was asking the other what his name was. And it's like,
Ezekiel.
Fuck you,
Well, I mean-
Ezekiel.
why the fuck are we dumping our children's grandchildren's fucking taxes into financing this fuckery? You know? And I'm sorry, I'm all over the fucking map tonight. And I will try and rein it in, but it just blows my fucking mind, you know? So,
Oh yeah, the amount of money that we've already sent them, you know, and that's not going to include what's going to happen in 2024 when your president already says, yeah, more than likely, you know, we're going to have direct interactions with the Russians. So yeah.
well,
Get ready for a new camouflage color.
dog shit brown and pink. Flamingo pink.
Well, something that you can fight effectively in Eastern, you know, Eastern Europe.
Well, see, a lot of people's not paying attention to the amount numbers that's been sent to Ukraine. So just to be clear, on the books, documented, there's been 75 billion people. That's what a B, 75 billion, and 14.6 billion to Israel. That's documented now. That's
And
not.
that's what's on the books, dude. Think of
That's
all the
not
underhanded shady
Yeah,
shit.
that's not pallets getting dropped out by Obama to clean something up. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm talking shit that's actually wired over there. Now we're talking about money. Now we're not talking about assets. We're not talking about weaponry, tanks.
Oh, that's extra.
Yeah.
That's just cheese, dude.
That's a tip.
Yeah, you're spot on with that, dude. Absolutely. I mean, damn.
So to clarify this, you know, and Palmetto brings up a good point. That would end homelessness in America.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else it would also end. Health insurance completely.
Yep.
Everybody in the United States could currently have free health insurance right now. Completely free. Times 2.
Well, I'm cool with giving insurance, I guess, but I just see all these government-run health cares, and it makes me cringe. If it was going, let me rephrase that, Vanguard. On the surface, what you're saying is great. I support that, but the problem is we don't have a government that would implement it without fuckery.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be a way to hide money. Let me tell y'all a trick, a little secret. Everybody here goes to the doctor. We're all over the hill and getting falling apart. So let's just be honest. So when you go to your doctor, hospital, whatever the case may be, this is what I want you to do. Some of y'all may work in the medical field and may know this. So if I happen to go to the ER, first thing I'm going to say is I don't have any insurance. It's the first thing I'm going to say. I don't have insurance. Okay, they're going to draw up this bill and everything, right? And then as soon as you get that bill, you take it yourself and file it on your insurance. You
Yeah.
would not. You would
Can
not
you do that?
believe- Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yes, you can. Yes, you can. And people don't know that. I mean, do you seriously think a bag of ice is going to get charged to you for $40 fucking? No. But it will get charged to the insurance at that amount.
Oh yeah.
So people don't. It gets upcharged. Okay, there's an unspoken agreement between insurance agencies and medical fields, right? So That's the way to beat the system.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that the medical people don't need to be there, but a lot of people get railroaded. And the reason they do that is they actually do that with the insurance to offset for people that really can't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of an offset. So also another fact is let's say you don't have insurance. Okay. Don't pay it. Don't pay it right there. It's not going to go on your credit. Trust me. It'll be there for a year before it goes on your credit. So you just drag it out for 6 months, and then you call them and say, "Hey, I want to reach an agreement on this payment, right?" And it could be $800, right? You say, "Hey, what can I pay to get this gone right now?" And usually it's going to be half.
Yeah.
But see, people don't know that. People don't put in the effort to do that. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, $400 is $400.
Right.
But a lot of people are not in tune to this stuff. So always tell them you don't have insurance. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's exactly. So last time I had gone to urgent care, back when I had really good insurance, they asked me, "Do you have insurance?" And there was, I already knew what the copay was, and I was like, "No." And automatically, "Oh, okay. Well, can you pay this much?" "Oh, yeah, I can pay that up, right now. Cash or card preferably, But yeah, it's even your copay or what they want down at an urgent care or something like that will go down by 3/4 or a half.
Well, let me ask you this, and y'all know more about this than me, it appears. When you go, let's say you go to an urgent care, and you're somebody who's been there before, then you're kind of fucked if you used insurance before.
Not really, because your insurance could change day to day. You could have insurance today, leave your job. No, I don't have insurance anymore because it didn't file for Cobra.
Okay, I got you.
That
makes sense. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I get you.
Database.
Right, and there's another thing too, T. A lot of your medical offices and urgent care, whatever the case may be, but a lot of your, appointment style doctors that you can go see, they actually have forms that you can fill out if you don't have insurance, right? Yeah. You can actually fill out forms right there on the spot that will reduce your copay or your upfront payment to almost nothing. Okay. And I'm not trying to tell everybody how to beat the system and shit, but if they go to asking you where you work and all that stuff to get this assistance, like, "Oh, how much do you make a week?" "I make nothing. I'm unemployed." Simple, right? That changes the amount that you would have to pay right then, if that's available at your doctor. But a lot of doctors' offices have that. There's assistance in play. They're going to get their money one way or another. Believe that. All right. So they don't really have the right to verify your employment. They can't do that. So how would they know?
We can verify insurance, or I say people can verify insurance, but nobody calls up and says, "Hey, does this guy work for you?"
Right.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Makes sense. I have to keep that in mind.
Just think of the thousands and thousands of dollars people could save.
Bruh, don't go there.
Well, he's like, "Damn, I wish we'd have had this live, fucking months ago." But the thing is, and you've got prescription help out there too, but a lot of people look, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what. I went and picked up a prescription one time, and they didn't have a generic for this brand, blah, blah, whatever the case may be. And my insurance doesn't cover certain medications.
Right.
All right. So I had to pay full price. And unbeknownst to me, if I'd have just told them that I didn't have insurance, it would have been like 30% of what I paid, which is insane. I was like, hold on a minute. So I'm paying $100 and something for this prescription, but I only would have had to pay 20 something if I didn't have insurance. So how the hell does that work? But that's the scenario. I mean, that's
the system set up that way.
The system's set up for those that pay are going to continue to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got insurance? Yeah. Let's go ahead and break his ass over. Let's go ahead and do a Senate run on him.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You're spot on. Well, now that we've successfully upset everybody's stomach and made them, throw up a little in their mouth after dinner, let's move on to something a little bit more positive. I mean, how many of us have been seething since January 6th and how fellow patriots have been treated without due process?
Everybody. Well, not everybody, but yeah, we have.
Yeah, we've been pretty. Vanguard, you're the one that brought the story to me, so.
Okay, so it's kind of hidden and it's not being put out a lot. So what I've gathered is that the Trump campaign is starting to implement the influence of pardoning and money, is what it says, pardon and money for January 6th reprimanded participants, right? So basically what that means is Trump's campaign is just blatantly saying, hey, if I get in the White House, I'm fucking pardoning everybody. Like that's as simple forth as I can put it. Now, and me and T had a conversation on this. The Democrats are going to take this and run like hell. Okay. Now, if you look at it on two different scopes, and this is just my personal opinion, you're going to have a extreme uprise of supporters of this, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that the people that were there were let in. They didn't force their way in. I mean, it's there. The evidence is there. They know that the evidence was messed with or tampered with, right? Not all evidence was put forward for this trial, all right? So I don't know why a mistrial has not been filed on every single one of them. I don't know why that hasn't happened. Well, let me guess. Because it's a Democrat-run court system currently, right?
Yeah, it's fucking D.C., dude.
Right. So with him pushing forward and adding this to his campaign, he's going to get unwavering support from the masses of the U.S. populace, right? However, the Democrats are going to take that, and I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but probably not. The Democrats are going to say, oh, yeah, see, he incited that, so he's going to try to get his buddies off, the people that did his dirty work, right? That's exactly what they're going to do. I mean, I may be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. But I can just see it. We don't really have a good track record of the Democrats playing fair, right?
No, they don't.
Never.
Now, in my opinion, if he gets in there and he does that, kudos. There you go.
Yeah. Well, now, have y'all noticed that Kennedy is now running as an independent?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of disturbing.
It is, but I wouldn't. He's no. He says nice things about some things, but I'm
not a supporter of it in any way.
No, but yeah, I see where you're talking about the. Isn't that kind of weird? Because even his Democrat allies are, they're like, "What are you doing? You could do such a good job, heading up, staying Democrat." Blah blah blah. I think there's, I think he's a pro. Basically pulling, people that hear him must say, "Oh yeah, that sounds great," especially a lot of the anti-vaxxers and stuff like that. But yeah, he's no friend to conservatives.
Well, here's the other thing too. You got to wonder who else is going to run against you. I'm beginning to think nobody's running against that show. I think what's going to happen is we've talked about this, numerous times. I think they're going to yank his ass out, or he's going to step away or stumble away down some steps or something and remove himself from the ticket. I don't see anybody running against him as a sitting president in the Democratic Party.
No.
And I think that Kennedy knows that he won't get the nomination as the replacement for him. And that's why he jumped over there. Probably not. He probably knows he's not going to get elected, but he's hoping that he can get points by disrupting the election process by drawing votes to him.
Yeah.
Just like I like Perot. Now
I did too.
He may have had his faults, but I liked him and I voted for him. But in retrospect, I wish I hadn't voted for him because I helped set the precedent for Clinton's crooked ass to get in there and have cigars.
Right. But yeah, you're right. Is there anybody else running against this guy? No. I was going to say, because they've invested, I mean, they have built him up knowing that the guy, needs to be in assisted living, with a chili bag hookup and everything. It's
you didn't go there.
Oh, I went there.
Fuck.
They propped him up so much that now they can't go back and say, well, he's not performing the way that we really want him to perform.
Well, I mean,
this is not him doing it anyway, so he just gets up there and kind of Hashin shuffle fluffle fluffle fly. Jesus said there were airports in the manger, shit like that.
Don't forget about getting chased by runaway toasters in Scranton on his bicycle.
All right.
He's just. But going back to Trump pardoning folks, I mean, this is something that should have happened in the event that he gets in there. I think that would be tremendous. But he doesn't need to stop there. When he pardons all them, he needs to go after all these corrupt fucking politicians and damn prosecutors and the mayor and all these fucking people who railroaded all this shit, like the director of the FBI. He needs to clean fucking house.
Right.
I mean, needs to happen big time. I'm talking about bring in a bunch of fucking U.S. Marshals and buses and cart their ass to the fucking edge of D.C.
Right.
Speaking of buses, did you see New York is suing the bus line that brought all the immigrants up there?
Oh, fuck me. Yes, I did. And that's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. That's like suing Budweiser because there was a DUI.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, any business has the right to serve or not serve anybody they want to. So if they're getting paid to haul passengers, so be it. Well,
but you understand the premise of why this dumb fuck's doing this, right? It's a twofold thing. A, he's trying to do shock and awe to scare the bus lines into not having to have a protracted legal battle in the city of New York, which is a fucking failure on a grand scale. And the other thing is to make it look like the few constituents he has in New York that can still speak English, that he's trying to do something to take the city back. This is the same motherfucker, correct me if I'm wrong, that was throwing homeless out homeless vets to make room for the illegals.
Still doing that.
So help me to feel sorry for his dumbass.
Oh, and this was the same guy in. Was it not the same guy in the news that just basically ate up $37 million worth of federal COVID funding?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the homeless, or not for the homeless, for the illegals.
Well, look, vouchers for McDonald's, Obama phones cost money,
Yeah.
and everybody needs a "I Love New York" T-shirt. We got to take care of our folks coming in here because they don't have nothing. I personally think keep busting those fuckers in there, and I mean, if you got to, put them on boxcars. They'll get there eventually.
Well, see, my whole thing was, if you want to really do this right, what California won't do it, but Texas, Nevada, and New Mexico may. But what you do is the government has contracts with a lot of these bus companies. Instead of just sitting them on a Greyhound, you use government money, federal government money, not state, and contract out these these big buses, especially the big ones that have the big U.S. Air Force logo on the side of them, because those are really big.
I think you should get the mega buses.
Or you can get mega buses, double deckers, whatever, and literally, just keep on doing it. I mean, you send them to Seattle, Portland, Martha's Vineyard, just keep on piling it on. So, all of these things, they go that way, and they get to feel what we have in the Southwest and in the South have been feeling for 60 years now.
Scranton and fucking Martha's Vineyard all be covered up with fucking tents and damn FEMA camps.
Oh, yeah.
We ought to be shipping every motherfucker comes across the border, especially if they're military-age Chinese or African males. Your ass is not from South America. You are here for an ulterior purpose. March your ass up there, and you can work on the lawn for bed shitter.
Right.
You're not staying here.
You can be a sleeper cell in New York, just not down here.
I mean, let him have to not be able to ride his bike. Well, he never ride a bicycle. He gets a shoestring caught in it, face plants. But it's hard for him to ride with a security detail if there's like Mexicans selling oranges and tamales on both sides of the road.
True. I do love tamales, though.
Well, wait a minute. It wouldn't be Mexicans. It would be, and this is nothing against our Mexican friends here. This is no shade on you guys. But the shit that's going on, it's not immigration. It's a fucking invasion.
It's an invasion.
Let's just call it what it is.
I'll tell you later.
So, keep busting them. Keep sending those motherfuckers up there. I think you ought to damn make the whole north side of Chicago cover them the fuck up too.
I mean, even better, get a couple of those.
Springfield.
Yeah. I say tramp streamer. Those old mothballed Navy ships. See, what you do is you march them from the checkpoints on one side of Texas all the way to the Gulf there. It's not a far march. But then you load up those ships there, take them all the way back up to New York. Boom. I mean, they hold a lot of people, dude.
Bro, you got Boston, New York. What's another great? I mean, drop some in DC. I mean, there's just so many places to choose from,
Oh, yeah.
There's all kinds of good shit to drop them off up there. New Jersey. I mean, let them have it. Philadelphia, good point, Palmetto. I forgot about Philly. I mean, there's just a litany of blue shithole cities you can dump them on. I mean, You know, get her done. But all these damn, it's funny. They're all these cities are bitching and moaning like New York. It was all okay to sneak them right. Detroit's another good one. It was all okay to sneak these fuckers in all these red states under the radar and shit. But now that they're having to deal with it, all of a sudden it's a fucking travesty. No.
Oh yeah.
You've been us over the guardrail. It's your turn.
Right.
So enjoy, because I ain't giving you a fucking mint. So just saying. But yeah, I mean, let him sue him. That's the fucking definition of a frivolous lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, trying to take Trump off the fucking voting the ballots for something he's never been convicted or tried for.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
America used to be innocent until proven guilty. Now, no. You're fucking guilty until they feel like you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
You're guilty until after election. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Well, since we're talking about base fuckery here, does anybody have any thoughts on the upcoming Epstein list? I mean, is there going to be some real heavy hitting names on there? Or is it going to be just, like a weak mouse fart?
I think that the list is getting strategically released.
I mean, look, dude, I want it to get them released. I want people to be sweating fucking bullets trying to figure out which fucking country doesn't have extradition. Because those are the motherfuckers, I want their shit to be busted wide open. I hope George Soros is right at the top of the fucking list. Not that they'll do any good because he's a Nazi shitbag anyways. But all these people, it'd be great to see Big Mike on there. Obama bin Laden, Nancy Pelosi and your fucked up husband, Mad Maxine. I mean, the list just goes on and on. There's a lot of fucktards need to be on that list. I think they need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and make sure they're prosecuted and tried in a state that has capital punishment.
What I miss? I just heard A1 steak sauce. Love A1 steak sauce.
A1's awesome, dude. I had
Yeah, it is.
earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
You remember Heinz 57? I love that too.
I don't like Heinz 57. I'm more of an A1 dude.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, on the fries and such.
But, yeah, Ozzy's right. They are trying to keep some other people off ballots as well. But again, I don't see how you can do it. I don't see how legally you can remove these people from a ballot just because there's discussion of shit.
Well, that's they can do whatever the fuck they want to do,
Yeah. I mean, it's all about smoke and mirrors and confusing the masses because most people, unfortunately, don't do any research. They just wander into the booth and
see a DNR.
Yeah. I mean, over the years, I've gotten more adept at looking into who I'm damn about to vote for. But the average person, they don't. They're just wandering through there doing their civic duty and praying they don't get jury duty. So, Going back to that, though, I encourage each and every one here, if you get the opportunity, try to get involved in the election process this year, if you can. Whether it's poll watching, whatever, something. Try to get involved, because there needs to be people there that are looking for fuckery, and not people who are there just going, did you get the donuts yet? You know. So just something to consider. Get involved.
Absolutely.
But as far as the list go, I don't think I still am of the mindset they're either going to brush it up under the rug or they're going to redact a shit ton of it. For whatever reason or another.
Yeah, I'm with you. If it points to anybody that the current DOJ thinks is that it would hurt, it will just go away. It will be redacted. It will turn into a nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a nothing burger. But we got to be on our toes too, because what kind of fuckery is going to kick loose between now and the midterms? Or not midterms, but the conventions and whatnot, because we're not going to go into an election cycle without some fuckery going on. Something's going to be, they're going to try to confuse the masses or at least distract them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look for like gas prices to go down for a little bit, or some more fuzzy Democratic math on the poll numbers, the economy, shit like that. They're going to try and put all this shit as much as they possibly can through a huge lens to make people believe it's better than what it is. And then if they're able to get reelected or that party stays in power, all that shit's going to go out the window after the election.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, literally, that's what he's been doing since he got into office, and inflation has gone up,
Yeah.
To 9-something%, is basically, getting on there and saying, no, come on, guys. It's not that. It's great. It's better than it has been in the last 4 years. It's I mean, literally staring into the TV and telling you a lie, and people eat it up.
Well, I always like watching that dumb bitch he's got as his spokesman.
Right.
Get on there and whatever ludicrous bullshit she's got to say for the day. I don't see how she can stand up there without a heavy dose of barbiturates and say the shit she says.
Oh, I know. I mean, even the redhead before her, after a while, yeah, circle back. It was like, okay, I'm done. But this chick, it's literally like being in elementary school when you go up and say, hey, that kid over there knocked me off the swing set. No, what he really did was this and this and this.
You should get shamed for saying he knocked you off the swing set when you wouldn't let him play, so he had to make you get down.
Right. I mean, it's
fuckery at every turn. I mean, again, this whole cabinet is fucking lunatics. We haven't heard from Buttigieg. Where's he?
Actually, I saw him the other day.
Really?
And he was doing something on
7-Eleven.
He was on the View breastfeeding?
Probably. Yeah, old droopy titty Buttigieg. He was saying something about Trump again, and I believe it was about the horrific January 6th event. But
I don't mean to cut you off, dude. Do you remember when they compared that to fucking
9/11 or Pearl Harbor. Yeah.
But yet you'll let all these fucking protesters about Hamas and the Palestinians storm the fucking gates of the White House, and that's okay, and go into the fucking Capitol.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
Or literally try to break into the Supreme Court hearings and
Yeah.
and assault Kavanaugh.
I mean,
And that's okay.
Where was Super Cop for that?
Yeah.
Shouldn't he have been there, busting caps on them?
Right.
I'd like to know where that motherfucker's at.
Yeah, out of all the people that should have been put in prison.
Yeah, he should have been the head of him.
Right.
That was straight up fucking murder because he was a chicken shit. Okay, I'll shut up.
Oh shit.
That dude just, man, watching her get shot,
Oh yeah.
it just fucking infuriates me. There was no need.
No.
His little chicken shit ass, you see him stick that little Glock out there. Bam! He looked like a fucking kid at a damn fair shooting a damn balloon.
Right.
I just said, you son of a bitch. So, I mean, I personally think that if Trump goes and starts pardoning folks, he needs to open up an investigation of that motherfucker. And I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking about one of all these fucktards he's got in fucking DOJ. He needs to shit can every one of them and get some people with some fucking cojones that don't use pronouns. That's fine if his trial was held behind closed doors. We can go get an Open Records Act on that shit.
Right.
I mean, I'd make that motherfucker. I'd make his life hell. You think Rittenhouse had a hard time? Multiply it by 10 for that fucker.
Right.
I'd make it where that son bitch couldn't live anywhere outside from under a fucking rock without being shit on. And no, again, disclaimer, I'm not telling people to go out and do anything illegal or immoral or harmful to anyone. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Just entertain the
Here
thought.
trying to report us because we're saying hate speech because we're talking truth.
Right.
Make sure that the brown shirts are screwed to understand. We've said multiple disclaimers that this is for entertainment purposes only. We are not encouraging any illegal activity or violence towards others.
All right.
So, say something.
Whew. I don't know, man. This has been a good one.
Oh man. I mean, it has been good. We stayed on point. We covered a bunch of extra shit too. I think people actually enjoyed it this time. I think they enjoyed every time. I think, judging by people we got in the crowd, I think we had a good turnout. The sad thing is that we're starting 2024 and the fuckery is just somebody's got the tap wide open.
Oh yeah. So again, the last year, the year before, warm ups, baby. The closer it gets to the time that we should have an election.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fuckery sitting around to happen. I mean, just we could end up in some kind of ground war with fucking Russia. And while it may not be a full-blown ground war, it might be something where it's like a Grenada event, for lack of a better term, enough to get televised, but not really the scale you think it is. and it'll be spun in a way where everybody's, oh no, get under the desk. There's a nuclear bomb coming. You know, kind of like in the 50s when you had to hide under your desk, duck and cover.
Oh yeah.
And no, for Jay and Moose, if they come back in here at some point, my motherfucking ass was not there. One morning, just putting it out there.
That was more for the people that were about 5 or 6 years older than us. But yeah, we never had those drills, but you know, we still lived in the 80s and you know part of the 70s with that mentality. But dude, think about what you just said. How do you stop a limited engagement with the Soviets? Where does it stop after that, man? We just spent 20 years liberating Afghanistan from the Taliban and giving it back to the Taliban. So how is, I don't see a protracted war with Russia. I see it ended badly for both sides.
Well, here's the thing. We both, I think everybody here can agree, we have no business fighting Russia. We have no skin in this game. The only reason we would get in any kind of conflict with another superpower is because the war machine wants to make some money. And the way you could tell if we're about to get in a fucking major conflict, check the stock portfolios of all those motherfuckers in DC. If they started buying up stock in fucking Raytheon, Halliburton, McDonnell Douglas, Boeing, yeah, we're about to get neck deep in some shit, and they're about to be billionaires because they know what's about to happen. They're buying up all the fucking stock, and you're about to see your friends and family get sucked into a fucking conflict that we have no business being in.
Yep.
Now, if Russia was doing something to us, per se, and I'm not saying they don't do shit covertly. Every fucking country on the planet that's got running water in a shitter does stuff covertly.
Oh, yeah.
My point being is that unless he blows some of our shit up, attacks an embassy, sinks some ships, I don't know, sends a bunch of military age Russian males in as Mexicans to, pick mangoes somewhere. I don't see why we should be having some kind of conflict with them. It's not our fucking fight. It's not our fucking yard. Europe always wants us to step the fuck up, but then they want to bitch and moan when we do it.
Right.
It's like, dude, we were there in World War I, we were there in World War II, and to this day, France thinks we're a bunch of fucktards talk shit, but they're the same motherfuckers that built the defensive whatever battlements facing the wrong fucking way with the Germans.
Yeah.
You know the old saying about why France has all the nice trees and shit and nice neat roads?
What is that?
So the Germans can march in the shade. I said it. So the Germans can march in the motherfucking shade. So, just saying. And I used to know a chick that worked for the UN that was French, and she talked shit about us non-fucking stop. It was like, who are you? Who are you to talk shit about our country? Have you looked in the mirror?
Yeah, and who comes to everybody's?
I don't see the fucking French Foreign Legion showing up to bail anybody's ass out. Y'all got 2 helicopters. What are you going to do? You motherfuckers come out of forest fire. Just saying. So, all right, I got all off in the weeds. I'm sorry. But at least we ended it on a good note, right?
There you
go. Oh, shit. Vanguard, you're being awfully quiet. You must be eating dinner.
No. Long ways from the supper table.
All All right. Well,
Although I am wondering what's for dinner now.
uh-oh. Anything
Red beans and rice.
Hey,
Red beans, rice, cornbread.
dude. That reminds me, my mother made me some cornbread. I need to go by there and snatch that shit up.
Maybe some greens.
I don't want the damn greens. I never developed a taste for greens.
They were a little bit bitter, but man, the more ham hock you add in it,
To me, greens remind me of eating boiled leaves.
yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry, I can't. I never developed a taste for them, man. I'm sorry. I'll eat the shit out of some black eyed peas.
man, I like greens. You cut up some jalapenos and throw them in there.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, some chow chow.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying I never developed a taste for it. And Jack and Jim's trying to make us all want to go to fucking Waffle House. Look at this shit.
Exactly.
Pancakes and omelets. What the fuck?
Huddle House, meat lovers omelette.
Yes, sir.
Last time I was eating omelet, I almost had to clock a motherfucker out.
You almost made the news.
Motherfucker almost went to meet Jesus.
Oh, damn.
Meeting
I need to
Jesus
take
at
my
the Huddle
grandma to
House.
the Huddle House and let her experience it. There's one not far from us. Although I may have to carry body armor when I go.
That'd be a good, 80s or late 70s country song. Meeting Jesus at the Huddle House. Back when country was country,
You know that, well, I'm not going to say that because of OPSEC. Remind me when we get off here about Huddle House, if I can remember it. But yeah, I mean, she's making me kind of hungry. Pancakes and omelets. I mean, it's like
Meet Jesus.
Oh shit! All right, well,
All right, Saxon man, what you got for?
All right.
All right,
Golly. Let's see. I would say, obviously, don't trust your government. Unless you can be part of your government. Yeah, like T was saying earlier, everything's ramping up now. So anything you can do to be involved in this process that we hope that happens, if you can, do it. If you can't, well, that sucks. But something, see if you can do something. Be it, hell, even if it's, super local, do whatever you can do. Golly. Let's see. And to not be as on my end, because the last part of last year and starting off now, kind of finding myself pretty disgusted with the whole political process. Again, like we were talking about an hour earlier, 2 hours earlier, separate yourself from it if you can, just for a little while. I know it's hard. It's super hard for me. And focus on, what you got and who you got with you. That's what I got.
Copy that. What you got there, T?
I'm kind of there with Sax, man. Again, I'm going to stress with elections coming up and stuff, in the event we actually have elections, get involved. Get involved in some form or fashion. Because we need to be boots on the ground this time watching for fuckery, and we need to be there to expose it if it happens. And as I've always said, keep your head on a swivel. If you're not strapped, get strapped, and learn how to use whatever you're getting strapped with. Because we're going to be in a situation of self-rescue if things continue going the way they are. And other than that, try to take the time off, disconnect, spend time with those who are important to you, loved ones, friends. It'll make you'll feel better as a person if you can unplug occasionally and just kind of zone. So that's all I got, brother.
TM4, everybody, y'all get involved. Talk to your local. Find out who your mayor is, all that good stuff. Sheriffs, everything. Get involved. I, for one, have never polled what. It's something to look into. I know I'm definitely observant while I am there, but just have to be careful. Don't let any shady shit happen to you. Check your ballot after you print it off. Believe me, check it. You want to look it over. Make sure it's submitted. All that good stuff. You get little prompts and stuff when you slide it in there. It tells you if you scanned it and all that successful. Blah blah blah. Thank y'all for being here. Good show tonight. We had a lot of people on here.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. T, Sax Man, as always. Appreciate it, fellas. Everybody out there, y'all make sure you check your subscription.
Hit that like button.
Hit the like button. Share it. Share a lot. Everybody needs to hear this stuff. I know we cut up and stuff like that, but it's all part of the program. Try to keep it light. But anyway, thank y'all for coming by, and we'll see y'all Tuesday. Later.
Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Doggy style.